And we can just dance the night away until we get no more. I'll shake all the hurt away so you can feel and forget who you used to be. For just tonight, could you just dance the night away?
But I'm loving Dervish. This is great. It's kind of a nice chance to kind of get used to things. I'm probably not the best at it compared to people who main it and probably really love it. But I'm at least enjoying it. It's not like I'm not dying every 30 seconds. Nice. And I like that the fact that Mesmer skills don't seem to have as strong of effect on me as they had with my other classes. Which is really a relief. Okay. So it doesn't look like we have any like person out here to deal with. Huh? Oh look, it's the bogies, the babies, the demons. Okay. Let me see about putting some more points into Scythe. Okay. I know what to do Scythe. I don't know about everything else, but maybe Mystic would be another one I put stuff into. I think Mystic is what all these skills are, right? Yeah. Mystic, Wind Prayers, Scythe. Okay, so I do need to look into it. I do probably need to start picking things. You're pretty. I just noticed that you're like a different color. I like the pink. I guess we can go try. You know, worst case scenario, we die. Dang. It's pretty potent. There we go. Some Sin Seed. I can't get him up. I thought I'd try. So there's a portal over there. I think the portal just leads into this area. Which is still okay. I just don't know if I want to surrender what I've got so far here. Like the headway I've made. Get the maggot! That's right. That maggot has nothing to stand on. We got too close? Okay. It's okay. Alright. Let's go. I'll try to see if we can find more missions out here in the boonies, since it seems to be our level. It doesn't seem like there's not any missions out here. But there is stuff. So I wonder if there's like, well, maybe there's more missions out here. I just haven't found the NPCs. Maybe they're all kind of spread out. Which would make sense. Sorry, I was auto-running, but I wasn't paying attention to which direction I was really running. I say let's go back up to the village. Let's go back to the village and see if there isn't more NPCs. I think that there was an NPC up there, and I turned away from it because I didn't have the strength. I know that there's another guarding area that we can do, but I think that I need to be a little higher. I want to be like level 10 when I go do it, because one of the highest creatures in that fight is a level 14. And I just want the extra cushion. I don't need it really. I probably could get away with it, but I'd rather have the cushion. Because I did it at level 7, and I think it didn't go well. So my best guess is it's not going to go well this time if I go by just being 1 level higher. So I was looking over there to see if there was anything special there. So yeah, I think we need to go and check the village out. We were doing better running around here at level 8, which is odd. But okay, I'm gonna chalk up to 2 things. I think it's because I put my skills into things, but I also think it's the scythe that another player gave me, because I had a player hand this off to me. So it being better is probably what's caused this to be better. It requires a level 12 scythe skills, so it's kind of mediocre right now. I think I still have only 9, so I'm doing some damage with it, but not as much as I could. I'm still not going to take it down, because if I take it off my character, I will forget that it's on my character, or that my character is for my character, and then I will totally freaking forget. And then I'll have a worse problem of like accidentally throwing it away, selling it, or it just sits in storage until I don't need it anymore. And I'm like, yeah, I know me. It's just better just wear the crap and not have to worry about it. Because I think that, yeah, there's a guy over here that has a mission for me. I think I said no to it last time because I was struggling with the area and I didn't think I could do it. It's Elder. Hey! Need help now? Yes, this is difficulties. Greetings, Honorable Sunsped. We are in dire need of your help this day. Most of the vile creatures, the most vile of creatures, a mimic. Mime? I don't know, I think a mime. Has taken up residence in our village and has begun to work his evil magic upon the people. He comes during the night and steals the voices of the villagers. Those who still can still. Oh, that's why they call him a mime. Okay, I was so confused. I was like, you're scared of a little bit of an actor with makeup on, and then I was like, oh, so it's a monster. Okay, those who stand before you have been unable to speak for days. You will find the evil mime, discover a way to restore the voice of the village, and bring him to justice. Well, maybe he is a person. Maybe he's like a monster. Well, maybe not a monster. Maybe he's a mage. Oh my god, what if he's just a mage? What if he's a mage, right? And his power isn't really power. It's just an excuse, right? Like, he's just saying stuff so offhandishly that people don't want to talk. It's like, have you ever had someone do that? Have you ever someone come up to you and they just drop something on you? It doesn't have to be, like, necessary trauma. It could be any kind of conversation. I've had people come up to me and be like, do you like dogs? Dogs are the evilest things. Or like, blah, blah, blah. Like, they drop stuff like that. It's like, I'm just getting bread. Like, why are you dropping this off on me all of a sudden? And what? You're wrong. Like they drop the most off, like, colored things or almost bat crazy things. I had one woman one time come to me and she's like, have you ever tried crack? And I'm like, what? She goes, yeah, have you ever tried crack? And it really hurt my feelings because I asked her, what makes you think I would do crack? Like, it was like the boonies, like, we were in the middle of Walmart, for Pete's sake. And she goes, oh, well, your teeth are all messed up. I'm like, wow. I was like, no, I have generally just bad teeth. I didn't have the enamel that I needed to protect my teeth. How dare you? And like, I was like, and I also have like an addiction to soda, which is not good for you, but also was a contributing factor to like the decline of my teeth. She goes, you didn't smoke or anything? I'm like, no. I'm like, I genuinely just have bad teeth in my family. It's like a genetic thing, along with a based off whatever we ate, because soda tears up your teeth real quick. It's mostly the soda, honestly. Soda and sugars. And she just kind of made that assumption, right? So that was like offhanded, and I just didn't know what to say. So I stopped talking for like most of the day because I had just got off work and I went ahead and was going home. I didn't say a word when I got home because I was just like, I wasn't even so much hurt anymore by the time I got home. I was just like, who the fuck brings that up? Like, the first time you meet somebody. like someone you've never met before. Who brings up their teeth in such a disrespectful thing and assumes they do something bad? It's like, really? That's such a weird thing to do. So that's what I'm saying. Maybe this guy, instead of him being an actual wizard or being a monster, he's actually just shocked the villagers into not wanting to speak. And they don't want to admit to the chief that they just don't want to talk because he'll keep talking, and he's like that person who believes that if he talks to you enough, he can fix it. Like, he means well, but you're also like, shut up, I don't want to talk. I've had people do that. Like, I also used to be that person too. Sometimes I try not to do that now as an adult. Sometimes quiet is the best doctor for situations. Also, that's what the trapped voices are. Sometimes the science is the quiet is the best thing for that. Yeah, this might be something we have to do when we have a bunch of people, more like level 20 and stuff. I don't know. Maybe we can get it. I don't know. There's only one of them. If we can get everybody to work together. And, of course, baited over monsters. Did he bait monsters over, or did he summon them? I don't know. I can't actually tell. Did he... He took them away. Dang, he sacrificed it for the greater good. Yeah, I don't know. We can try this one more time. I wondered if these guys were just in the area and we probably should just killed them while we had the chance. Because there's a waypoint here. Because I think we probably would have had it if they had not been in the region. Because there's a lot of them just wandering around and patrolling. Because they wiped us up more than he did. Okay, let's go see. If I go over and then I find that they're like flocking around him and then he summoned them, I'm gonna be kind of pissed. What the fuck? What did you get hit by? We just spawned. Okay, so... So he must have had a disease from something and then pass it to me. Okay, fine. Also, like 28? That's a lot of, like, immediate damage. Especially because this is the first time I think we've died in this region. Okay, let's get rid of things in the region and see if that helps. Yeah, they're patrolling around there. Let me see if I can get them to stay here. I don't think he's gonna follow them. Okay. Yeah. All right. Huh? court case. About what? Weird. I don't know. Okay, so I think we got everything nearby. Oh, I didn't want that. Well, it's fine. Gives me a little bit more view. Let's try this one more time with him. Everybody up here, including healers, please. He'll move too far if you do that. Got him. Nice. I knew we could do it. Alright. I knew we could get it. Alright. Sorry, I was looking for this. There we go. There we go. We got him. Okay, everybody. Let's head back. Okay, is there any more? Okay, yeah, I just has to go see him for the reward. Okay, so there's only the 3. Okay, cool. So there is more, like, missions in him. They're just spread out farther apart than what I'm expecting. I'm okay with that. We'll kind of explore the region and see what we can find, and it'll be no big deal. But yeah, 28 off the bat, that's pretty rough. But, could be worse. I don't know what this means. Oh, can I walk up here? I never tried to walk up here. I mean, maybe I have and I just totally forgot. Can I get on board this ship? No. It's this decoration. Okay. Nice decoration. Okay. I think I get what this is. I was like, I think this is a settlement thing saying that if you've had that happen or whatever. Okay. These poor peasant friends. Hey, I managed to kill him. It took us a few times. But we got it. This is actually going pretty successfully over here for the most part. I might go around the pirates if I can. Mostly because I just don't want the drama right now. I just want to deliver this mission and then continue exploring around a little bit more. Hello, Elder. I've come back. The villagers have their voices back. The voice of the village have returned. You have put an end to the tyranny and oppression of the evil mime. You have you have the vocal gratifications of the entire village, my friend. Friend, here is the little something extra to say thank you for all you've done. I love that. You have all our verbal like praise, but also hey. Thanks to whoever was returned. If I had anything to give you in thanks, I would. It would be all yours, but you'll have to settle with the value of my words for now. Nah, man, you're fine. He needed to be put down. Your village elder spoke to you and vouched for you, so it's fine. Do we have any other missions in town? There's a bunch of swamp flowers, so there's gotta be somebody who wants swamp flowers. You're a loose cannon. I can't have you around this island willy-nilly. Okay. I get results. It's not my fault that sometimes you only have to deal with the bad situations you use a little force. One more mistake and you're out. You'll have no spear. I'll have your spear and shield. Okay. What did you do? I don't care what Corm says. Koa says this island has problems that need to be solved, and if the Sun Spears aren't going to do something, who will? There's this merchant named who's making a killing selling grain to underproducing farmers. See, there used to be a lot of merchants stockpiling grain. They'd sell it at an affordable rate during bad seasons and buy it back during good ones. Anyways, our friend Dejan put those folks out of business by practically giving away his grain. Now he's the only grain merchant in the area, and he can charge an arm and a leg. Some of the farmers can barely even afford to eat after he pays after they pay his prices. I say we convince him to lower his demands. What do you say? Let me ask him about that. I do agree a monopoly on grain is bad. As much as I dislike his methods, has a good has a point. There are lots of problems dispensers can't deal with efficiently. Some of them really need to be solved. In particular, there's this local merchant that's a bit of a problem. He's managed to pull a bit of his competitions out of business, and now is overcharging local farmers for essential supplies. Can you go to whatever and try to convince him that the merchant to lower his prices? Could you go with him? Okay. The Sun Spirit Order is willing to reverse him for some of his profits. It'll need to turn over the grain to the farmers. I just need to make sure it doesn't try and use some of his unusual methods to change the person's minds. And by change his mind, I mean kill him. I like that. Okay, that's pretty funny. Okay, what do you want? Are you staring at me? Wants me to do what? Well, I guess if that's what he wants, I should try to try. I don't like the idea of paying the dirty scoundrel, but I suppose I could always solve problems with brutal. Can't always solve problems with brutal force. Maybe if we're lucky, he won't listen to reason, and we'll listen. Anyways, let's go. Lead the way. Okay, I like how he's like, okay, I'll give it a try. If he doesn't, I'm still poking him. Like, I do agree. I do think that some things shouldn't have a monopoly on things. I honestly think monopolies are pretty bad, but definitely when they're done with abusive tendencies, right? I don't have an issue with someone a monopoly on something if they're being fair with the prices, but a lot of times what people do is they monopolize stuff so they can abuse the prices. That's the problem, right? And if you're basically making people starve, when it comes to food, that is something that should not have a monopoly on it at all. Essentials should not have any of that, because essentials are vital for the survival of an individual. And to me, that's just pushing your luck too damn far, right? Because it's one thing to, like, okay, for instance, it's one thing to have, like, prices high on luxury items or items that are not necessary for your survival, but they're fun, right? They're nice. But if you have them on items that you need, like food, water, and shelter and stuff, that gets to be so unreasonable. It makes people get violent, too. Because if you don't do something about it, they actually will get to the point where they're violent about it. It's not uncommon for farmers to burn down the crops they have. Methods help. It's that bastard Sunspear here, threatening me again. It's time to hire, this to me is hired goons with them. Brought goons with them. What? No, I'm just here to talk, unfortunately. Yeah. You can't fool me that easily. Mm-hmm. Don't you recognize me as a Sun Spirit, though? Because, like, I'm a Sun Spirit, so, like, I'm one of the authorized people. So, is attacking me, like, a negative thing that you shouldn't do? I mean, I'm not surprised he got violent with us, but I'm just saying. But like I said, some things you shouldn't get, you shouldn't be doing, like, violence on. Okay, so they didn't die. Alright, you win. I'll make some prices cuts. 30% off. Oh. I like how, look, we know how to make, look, we know you have to make a living. Spencer Orr is willing to reimburse you if you're willing to lower your prices. How about you make it 50% and we pay 20 and we pay you 20? Well, I suppose that's reasonable. And then you get 30% back from the Sun Spears. Okay, that makes sense. Okay. Success. We should go back to, okay. So yeah, so he says 50% off on the grain. They pay 20% back to him, and then the Sun Spear pay 30% back? Is that what's going on? Is that what I'm getting from that? I mean, even if he takes 50% off and they pay him, and the Sun Spirit paid back 20% and not the full 50%, he's still making a 70% profit theoretically. Yeah, so he's still he should be still cutting even with that, even if it's just 70%. But see, like, my thing about it, like, right, monopoly should not be on food because people need that to survive, especially in modern time. Back in the history, maybe not so much, depending on where you were living and what time frame, because most people could just grow things for themselves, give or take. But food's kind of always been one of those things that's a necessity thing. It's kind of like always been a we need it, it has to be provided kind of thing. Like I said, I feel like some things are just necessities. And I do think that having your necessities be so expensive is extremely dangerous for the well-being of everybody. What? His bodyguards? Well, I suppose it can't be helped. You didn't exactly start the fight, so it's not like it's your fault, really your fault. At least the merchant agreed to lower his prices, I suppose, has earned a second chance. Thank you. Sure thing. You be a good boy and not cause them any grief, okay? Ugh. Goodness. But yeah, like, I always hate that, because when you rack up prices on things that are necessities to live, then you make it to where people get aggressive, and when they get aggressive, they get violent. And when they get violent, obviously people get hurt, but also they get unreasonable in so many ways. Right? And like right now we're having problems in modern day with that, with having not enough, with prices of food and homing and housing and stuff going up, and then people wanting to increase the prices on luxury items, so people can't even get a break even in luxury items because it takes so much work to get all that going. It's really sad, really. It shouldn't be that bad, but it is. So, go figure. Alright, so we're gonna switch games because I don't think I can do anything in 2 minutes. So I'm gonna do Guild Wars 2 next.
And we can just dance the night away until we get no more. I'll shake all the hurt away so you can feel and forget who